Being a teenager is a time filled with both excitement and exhaustion. People often say that these years are some of the best of our lives, but for many of us, the challenges quietly overshadow the joy. I've felt some of these pressures myself, and I know many of my friends have too. So today, I want to explain how this feels like. Imagine I'm holding a glass of water. If I hold this glass for 5 minutes, it's easy. If I hold it for 20 minutes, my arm starts to get tired. If I hold it for an hour, it begins to hurt. But imagine holding the same glass for 30 days without putting it down. The weight of the water never changes. What changes is how long I have to hold it. Stress works the same way. A little bit of stress is normal, but when teenagers carry day after day, week after week, it becomes heavy. Not because we're weak, but because no one can hold that weight forever. According to the American Psychological Association, about 45% of teens feel stress every day. This means nearly half of us are facing constant pressure. Beneath the laughter, the photos, and the busy schedules lie the heavy, hidden burdens of stress that feel impossible to escape. School is one place where stress builds. Every day, students face a non-stop cycle of classes, notes, homework, and tests. In the middle of this, a question keeps echoing in our minds. Am I doing enough? High grades, extracurriculars, and for some, the perfect college application all pile up on top of each other. Some students stay up late trying to finish assignments, only to find themselves exhausted the next morning. Others feel no matter how hard they try, it will never be enough. Our brain is like a volcano, not erupting with lava, but with stress, anger, frustration, and anxiety, which all build up until we feel like we might explode. Outside of academics, social pressure adds another layer. Fitting in feels like a full-time job. Friend drama, peer pressure, and the desire of acceptance is emotionally exhausting. Teens often compare themselves to others, assuming that everyone else is happier, prettier, or smarter. But what we see on social media is only half the story. FOMO, or the fear of missing out, can make you feel like you're trapped. Every social media phone, every update, every group photo can make someone feel left out or not good enough. And the darker side of social media is due to cyberbullying, which can further worsen feelings of insecurity and isolation. But you don't have to follow the crowd. You can stand confidently and show individuality and self-acceptance. This is a reminder that being yourself is not just okay, it's powerful. Family expectations also add another weight. Parents want the best for their kids, but sometimes their dreams and aspirations feel too much like pressure to perform academically, socially, or emotionally. A broken chain can symbolize how the stress that teens get from financial issues, family conflict, or home responsibilities, which prevents them from truly just simply being kids. When these pressures build up, they can limit our emotional well-being and prevent us into growing into who we truly are. Even young, famous people have felt this kind of pressure before. Take, for example, Simone Biles, one of the greatest gymnasts in the world. Before she was a global star, she was just a teenager trying to balance school, expectations, training, and her own mental health. By the time she was 16, she was already winning world championships. But she later described that the pressure to be perfect felt overwhelming. At the Tokyo Olympics, she made a huge decision. She stepped back from several events to protect her mental health. People expected her to push through, but she chose to listen to her mind and her body. That moment showed the world something important. Even the strongest people need rest and understanding. Her story tells us that struggling doesn't make you weak. Speaking up and taking care of yourself is a sign of strength. Mental and emotional health are just as important as physical health, but are often overlooked. About 1 out of 7 10 to 19-year-olds face a mental disorder. This shows how constant these struggles truly are. Many teens are stuck in the darkness of anxiety and depression. Some are smiling on the outside while struggling within. But pretending everything is okay doesn't make anything better. Talking about it openly and honestly makes a huge difference. It's a reminder that it's okay not to feel okay from time to time. Another challenge is self-image. Sometimes we look in the mirror and only notice our flaws. A disoriented mirror can represent how we sometimes view ourselves. Broken, disoriented, or not enough. Constant comparison to unrealistic standards can make anyone feel insecure. But look at your fingerprint. No one in this world has your exact pattern, your exact story, your exact potential. Accepting that uniqueness is a powerful step towards self-confidence. Yes, many teens today are stressed and overwhelmed. They're carrying heavy expectations from school, friends, family, and themselves. But they're also strong and are learning how to grow through the challenges. What we truly need is a more empathetic world. One where we don't expect perfection, but encourage authenticity. One where we accept ourselves as who we are, not who others expect us to be. Thank you.